And we are recording.
Welcome back to the Diary of Ishi, the game where the rules only half-assed matter and the points are definitely made up. So last time we started with Wolfheart, Ren, and Hane having a lovely conversation with Shade Keeper Ruben. I remembered it. Haha. To see more about if they had any
Close.
information. Oh,
It was Revan.
Revan. Okay. Damn. Anyways, to see if there was any direct answer on the God situation in Ren's head, and the answer was, maybe. Might kill ya. The others, were sitting and mostly just hanging out with Greheg, hearing wonderful stories. We all convened back at the tavern, and Ren was like, nah, not fucking dealing with this shit. Okay, bye. And Hane, like the wonderful partner he is, was like, I'm going after her. When she decided to go ahead and try sleeping in a tunnel that she super cleaned, where she had horrid visions. It's not really a nightmare, mostly visions. Horrid visions of death and destruction and great conversations. The rest of us just got even more story time, which Mel enjoyed greatly. And then I don't remember if we reconvened back, but we had sleep time and we woke up and we're like, all right, haha, ritual, let's see it. And we're just kind of dealing with waiting on that to happen because it's that morning, right? Yeah. Hopefully is to see the ritual and then go to Sinai to find more information about Calyptos. Dun dun. That's what happened last time on the Diary of Ishi.
Yay! Alright. I believe Krista is correct. If I remember correctly, it is Friday morning.
Friday morning? What the
It's
fuck?
Thursday morning.
It's Thursday morning. Yeah,
Oh,
I was like,
shit,
where
okay.
did this day go? What do
Well,
you mean?
see, obviously the answer is I need to have the calendar up.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're underground.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so you guys have a day and a half.
I mean, I guess more to the point is there anything that needs explicitly enumerated that we want to have done before the ritual happens?
I wanted to talk to Greg more.
Okay.
I was learning how to shoot a gun.
That's
right. But
yeah, no, not like.
I guess how much of what we want to do in those next day and a half needs to be gone over in any detail.
Nothing from me that I can think of.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why I'm asking.
I was gonna see if Greheg, in his wonderful wisdom of random combinations, had anything about the journals.
I mean, yeah, that's probably a fair thing to ask. He seems like he's worldly.
He would tell you that he doesn't know anything about that specific journal. And then he goes into a long-winded story about how he's had 5 journals throughout his entire existence, and each of them has been lost in one way or another.
Oh boy. Okay.
Greg. Got it. So it turns out that Greg is actually the author of this journal.
He only has 5 because his last one made it quite a long time.
No. Greg is Ishi. That was his name before he died.
Is there anything about the golden Oh fucking Christ! There's too many golden shits going on right now.
Wow.
Golden shits is, I think, what we should now start to call them. They're no longer the Golden Reapers. They are the Golden Shits from here on out.
Cantor boots.
The golden eagle god dude. Fucking Christ.
We don't have a name for him.
I don't either. That's why it's worse. Is because I just keep smushing him into the Golden Reapers.
I mean, we assume that that's a correlation, considering, but
Yeah, we assume it, but like, there's no confirmation on anything. So
no.
Okay, yeah, I just spent the time hanging out with Graheg, hearing the random stories of whatever.
He does the decomposition talk at least twice more.
Have we looked for any journal pages while we're here?
Oh shit, you're right.
No.
Oh my god, true. We spend an entire day journal page hunting in caves.
Jesus.
You know,
You find none.
Nice.
Was worth a shot.
I mean, we haven't really found any off the beaten track, as it were.
no,
We've
but
only
you
kind
never
of-
know what
we-
random
we've
people
only-
put onto.
Kind of found them in the shadow of the Reapers. Or the one time we killed one of them.
I mean, we can always try out the fen, see if there might be a couple floating around through the trees.
The main problem is we also don't know how far that shadow extends.
I would hope they're not here.
Well, not here in general, but it could be like someone found something up. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Okay, fair.
Found something upstairs.
Up swamp. Is there stuff we needed to collect in the swamp too?
I'm not allowed to collect it from the swamp.
No. Not the bones.
Yeah. Not the bones in the zone of death. Let's not have you die again.
Yeah. I don't want you guys to have to explain to my moms why I'm dead.
The wet ash weed is grown in
wet
the
ash
swamp.
weed.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if everybody's had the chance to go look at Mike's amazing quest names in the quest journal, but
It's
truly,
fucking stupid.
Druid girl dinner is.
Why did you
easily my
say it?
number one.
What?
Yeah,
Druid girl
dinner? What?
yeah. It's the one where we have to just like go hunt all those the apothecary back at Three Oaks.
No way. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike has control of our quest journal, so all the quests are gonna have some pun name.
Revenge is the
Google,
best.
what did you-
is a dish best served Calyptos.
I can't read anything in this Cantia.
Druid girl dinner is easily number one though.
It's white. It's gray text and a white background. I cannot read that.
That's
Oh,
super
Oh,
weird.
look where
weird.
it's at.
That's really weird because it's just white with no background for me. It's
That might be why.
Dark mode. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, dark mode.
Yeah, it makes the stream look awkward.
Yeah,
It's
fair.
the Scantha stuff is literally just pages. It's just
Yeah,
page information.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we
Non-specific.
can go get some of our wet ash weed while we're here.
Revenge is the dish best served Calyptos. Oh my god.
Yeah.
there you go. Should be saved now. I've made it a transparent background, so shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, this is great. Okay, yeah. Swamp.
Swamp.
Wamp.
Wouldn't it be funny if there was another way back up above and I made you guys go underwater for no reason?
Funny, no. Expected from you, yes.
You son of a bitch.
No, that's actually how you get to the caves. You have to go underwater.
Okay. How could this happen to me?
Because you made the choice to step outside your comfort zone.
We
Look what
go
stepping
hunt
outside your
some
comfort zone gets you.
wet ashweed. Woo!
Plant hunting.
Plants, 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 plants.
Swamp.
Swamp.
Swamp, 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 swamp.
Okay.
Did we find any plants, God?
Well, you are in a swamp.
Mhm.
Do I find the correct plants, God?
Make a nature check.
Ooh.
All right, team. Who can beat the druid?
Oh, any of
Competition.
you. Any of you can right now. That's. We're gonna go with I'm distracted.
It's one of the proficiencies I always forget I have.
Nice.
Okay.
Which does.
You guys don't find any in your immediate area. So ultimately, it kind of depends on how far you want to travel.
I mean, we have an entire day to kill,
Yeah.
so
Do we go till we find it?
I guess we just go till we find some. Well, at least like until we reach a point where it's like we've traveled maybe like half the days away, and it will take us, the other like a decent like amount of time to then get back. So we don't, we're not out here in the middle of the night.
Ooh, smart.
We could ask the wisps for help.
I'm gonna guess that the wisps here are nicer than the wisps back home.
I've never met a wisp.
Yes, you have.
You're gonna fucking say you.
I did used to be a wisp before I joined with this body.
I fucking knew it.
Then I growed up.
And then I
you
growed up.
Growed up.
Mel's just now just slightly bouncing. Wisp, wisp, wisp.
Yeah, Josh, I'll see if we can find some wisps to help us.
Okay. Yeah, there would be. I don't see any reason why there wouldn't be a couple around that you could talk to. Just floating through the bog, wandering.
Aimlessly.
Yeah, they're just little like balls of fire just floating through the swamp that are like different colors. Very similar to Hane's flame.
I love it.
Oh, you think you guys could help us out a little bit?
What is it you're seeking?
I was about to just say plants. I was like, that's not helpful. Shut the fuck up.
Mel, what was the name of the one here?
Hold on, Krista herself doesn't remember.
Wet ashweed.
What ashweed?
Oh, we're looking for some wet ashweed.
Wet ashweed.
What ass?
Wet
Yep.
ass.
Kind of a missed opportunity that it's not just like wet ash plant.
I mean, you
Wet
could
ass
have
weed.
you could have
No,
literally
swamp
called it
ash.
swamp ash. Yeah, you beat me to. I was trying to say it. Damn it!
But wet ash plant is WAP.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yep,
Oh
nice.
no. There's so many.
Right. I worked 11 hours today. I'm not dealing with this shit later.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I won't make a joke again.
I'm too tired to make that tone funny.
You may have better luck searching on the Scorched Island. It's located to the northwest.
Yeah, I knew it. I was like, that's gonna be on that fucking marker, isn't it, you son of a bitch?
I wonder what's there.
I wonder.
Oh, that's just arsonist Bill.
Arsonist.
He's wanted for tax evasion. Arson notwithstanding.
It'll take us days to get there.
Well, we'll just get the ferryman to take us.
Oh,
Be like a 10-minute boat ride.
what the fuck? This thing's fucking zooming.
It took us like a couple hours to cross the whole lake.
I wasn't here.
Oh, that's right.
I
But
forgot.
you listened.
Yeah,
But
but when
you
it got to the
forgot.
traveling part, I kind of was just like, oh, we're traveling. Okay.
We expect Tori Scrollbrain to remember anything that's not immediately explicitly stated.
There's a lot going on, okay? And I listen when I'm at work. Alright, cool. Well, we take the fucking rocket ferry.
Listen, it folds through liminal spaces. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you,
Listen, it goes through the realm of death. You're all used to that.
Just
You-
don't wave the fog away. You don't want to see what's on the other side.
Hmm.
you call to the ferry, and it arrives. You all board, and in what seems to be a short span of time, you arrive at the edge of a scorched dock.
Assumedly leading up to a scorched settlement, or
The air is heavy, with bog, well, more like smog, as the
mist and smoke.
mist and smoke.
Oh god, wet
The-
smoke.
Yes, wet smoke.
Oh, that sticks to lung.
Oh.
As
Wet
you
smoke.
as you look at the
Spooky.
giant, what can only be described as column of fire erupting eternally from the center of the island.
I see that
Delightful.
as we're all standing on the dock, and then I say, I want to keep the power running. Might need a quick exit.
Keep the meter running.
Are they fucking
this
with
might be
us,
a-
or
So this might be a stupid question. I'm not from around here, so forgive my tourist-like take, but it's supposed to do that, right? Like this isn't a cause for concern.
Oh no, I've never been here before.
Okay, cool.
I mean, presumably it is supposed to be doing that, but why it's here might be the more concern.
Anybody that would like to can make a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh,
Cool.
Pew.
Ugh. It's weird having a character that doesn't have one of investigation or perception. I can't see shit. I know shit once it gets seen, but I can't see it.
Anybody that rolled higher than an 18,
Yay.
Okay.
you guys would see a pair of eyes that seems to be in the
Mm,
fire.
I know
they
you
are
mean
they are black and hollow and just staring out toward you.
that. Okay. I definitely just pictured just an ambient pair of vaguely humanoid eyes just floating.
No, these are big.
Well, but I meant insofar as just raw eyeballs.
Oh.
Nope. Even worse, they're anime girl eyes.
Oh,
God.
Stop it.
alrighty then. Yeah. Let's see. Who else? So it's me, Cantor, and Ren.
Yes.
Nice.
Say what? Sorry.
You see the eyeballs.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Well, this is definitely a fun time. Definitely already being watched. Not terrifying at all.
I cast mage armor on myself.
Just look around, trying to find who is looking at us. I'll say anyone.
There appears to be no other signs of life on the island.
Just a creepy pair of eyes.
Just a creepy pair of eyes within the fire.
Parry the eyes.
Parry the eyes?
Oh my god.
No, that wasn't the name, that was a command.
Parry the eyes.
The eyes need to attack first.
Yeah. It's fine.
Anyway, I don't know about the eyes, so I'm just gonna start looking around.
Yeah.
I point out
Go ahead
the
and,
eyes.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I turned Haim's head. Do that thing where you just like grab onto the back and just like
Now that you can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's in the flame.
Yeah, like yours.
You of all people.
What, do you think all flames are the same?
Yes.
Racist.
Kinda.
Kane, I am so sorry that they would talk to you this way.
Anyways, Mel's just gonna go ahead and step off and be like, alright, well, fastest way to get the fuck out is to
Get in.
find this. And she's just kinda gonna wave towards the flame and just, hi, we're just here for ashweed. Don't mind us. As she starts looking for ashweed.
Okay. Make a nature check.
Oh fuck.
Okay. I was expecting to make a dex save.
Nature.
I mean, you have the best modifier for nature,
You're
Other
really.
other than me.
I know.
Yeah, any plants this close to water are not this wet ashweed that you're looking for.
Is that for me?
That was for Mel when she before she
me.
rolled.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
It was
D4.
a D4.
Four.
Hey, 18.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so you both have 18. It
Does it change anything?
doesn't change anything.
Okay.
No. You're guessing you might have to go a little bit closer.
To the
Well, the
fire,
closer
or
to
to
the
the water.
Inmate.
To the fire.
Well, the closer to the fire, the less wet it's gonna be.
I was just thinking that. It's gonna
I guess
be
it does
dry
need to also
ashweed.
be ash,
No,
so I guess there's
yeah.
probably a happy middle ground somewhere we're trying to find.
Were the eyes just staring out, or were they staring at us?
They were looking in your general direction.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess they're also, like, flat black, so we can't exactly tell focus.
Yeah.
Actually looking at a small CRTV next to the flame.
Fuck off. I'm watching Mighty Ducks 3.
3. Oh my god.
Why not Mighty Ducks 2? It's the better movie.
Fuck you.
Just because you're Canadian doesn't mean we have to take your hockey movie opinion seriously.
Anyways,
Ren, you take 30 points of fire damage right to each of your eyebrows.
Yeah.
closer we go. I
All
go
right.
at least. I don't know about
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, back her up.
Yay!
You
They
approach
can attack from
a
far.
little bit closer. You notice that it gets warmer
Whoa.
What?
as you
Whoa.
get closer. I need you to make a con save.
Oh.
Just Mel or everybody going with her?
Everybody going with.
Fat.
What about me, who has clothing that is temperature controlled?
How temperature controlled?
I have the the environmental modification made to my clothing.
I think it's
Like, I can-
200 or 250
Then-
Fahrenheit.
Then you're fine.
Yeah, it's up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit or below, or negative 100 degrees.
Okay, yeah, it's not that hot.
It's also not that cold.
Yeah. Alright, just you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
fuck
right.
that shit.
So anybody that is not immune to exhaustion takes 1 level of exhaustion, except for Wolfheart.
And me.
Yes.
Already stop. You're not feeling an effect. You're fine.
Why are you
But
guys
you
so
can make another
sweaty?
nature check.
Why are you so sweaty?
Uh,
is that what you
I'll-
just said?
Yeah.
No.
Because
Why am I
Okay.
so bad at these tonight?
Because not only did we not know you were a druid, you also forgot you were a druid.
You would have also technically had disadvantage on that because you had exhaustion,
Ah,
but
fucking Christ.
a 9 is a 9.
Yeah, I don't think.
Even if you roll better, you're still getting a 9.
I will also look because I don't want to be here anymore. Fuck.
Hold
Hold on. Let's see what happens.
Oh shit! Right.
Oh god, it's time! Be afraid, be afraid, be afraid of Trig.
No, I want him to be afraid of like a
Oh,
rat.
Oh no!
I'm transported back in time and I'm just standing there.
What?
In revelry.
How far back in time?
At least
You don't
5.
even know that.
At least 5. 5 time.
It only lasts 6 seconds though, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
As you're all just looking, you don't even perceive pain temporarily stop.
I thought it
moving.
was 5.
Yeah, same.
What?
Yeah.
Memories and
What?
sensations overwhelm you at 5.
Yeah, you're incapacitated till the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
Sorry, memories of the past is what I meant.
Okay, that makes
I
more
forgot
sense.
that 3 is also a time-based one.
Yeah.
And so is
that's why-
4.
Yeah,
I was
like,
hang
a lot
on
of these are-
second.
A lot of time
Hmm.
effects is what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
true.
okay.
Look at that.
All right. Wolfheart and Cantor, you would both spot this weed. It does appear to be dripping strangely,
I love it.
and it grows from the ash.
Alright. Is it in this temperature band or is it further closer?
Yes, it is in this temperature band.
Okay.
How far out from like the dock to where they are? Like how far have they gone to get there?
About 300 feet.
Oh my god, okay.
Too far for you to save your boyfriend if something goes poorly.
we should grab it and go quickly.
If he dies, it's your fault.
Cantor, do you point it
For
out?
context, the
Yes.
giant pillar of flame is still about like 1,500 feet away.
Fucking
Oh my
Christ. I grab it.
lord.
It's
Yeah.
hot.
Giant pillars of fire and Orca not go together. I'm here with Orca.
It's true. She might try to fight it.
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet. It's more of a probably actually a when thing than an if thing.
Yeah.
It's too hot here for Orca.
Oh,
Anyways,
we're
we
going to a
grab it and
desert.
go.
That's going to be all of it.
Yeah, you carefully remove it from the ash soil and take off back to the ship. And you are successful in doing so.
When I see everybody coming back all like sweaty, I'm like, ooh.
So, hey, you guys need to do something about that.
I
Hayne
start
jumps in the water.
prestidigitating people that are sweaty that aren't jumping in the water.
He's just taking a cool dip.
I
And
will
then
absolutely
prestidigitate him when
jump
he's
in the
dry
water.
to get him dry.
Despite the fact Cager doesn't sweat.
Yeah.
Just because
He's ashy.
I'm burnt.
Yeah, that's true. He would be
A little toasty.
soot covered.
So he jumps in, and again you hear that.
Amazing.
All right, and then a short journey later, you ferry back to the Shade Mound.
Woo.
Quick question.
Yeah.
One of these other plants just says underwater. Do you remember if there was a specific underwater, or it could literally be anywhere underwater?
It's in the ocean.
In the ocean. Okay.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
update.
Ah,
At
yes.
least.
You'll find it in a puddle.
Where frogs are famously found. The
Yeah.
ocean.
The ocean.
The ocean.
Oh, that's that one. Okay, hold on. Yep. Sorry.
Okay.
The frogs.
I would assume that would probably be in, lakes and shit.
Yeah.
Freshwater.
Swamp,
Like
maybe?
streams.
Yeah, specifically rivers or streams.
Okay. I will update it.
Yeah.
The famous ocean frogs.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I forgot that I changed that one.
Hey, man.
I
Look.
thought you were gonna change the name of what it was to like an actual sea creature to make it fit. And you're like, no, sorry, frog.
It's the famous ocean frogs. It's just there's a lot of Quato around, man.
No, originally I did have it in the ocean, but I was like, I don't want you guys just randomly taking a trip into the ocean for no reason. Like,
For
other
plants?
than this plant. Like,
Thanks for
Yes.
knowing us enough.
The saltwater frogs, or slogs.
The sloths.
slots?
Slugs?
And you guys return to the Shade Mound.
Woo.
We did it.
Well, that was an hour or two.
All right. Everybody has to get fun weather gear now from Elias before we can go back there.
Do we want to go back there?
Why would we go back there?
It's a giant pillar of flame. That was cool as hell.
I mean, are we
This
gonna go
is-
there just to look
This is
at
the person who did not go closer.
We can watch the flame from a distance.
Yeah, but what if there's something cool inside of it?
I
Yeah,
didn't
the
see
clothes
you
don't take
wanting
you
to get
inside the
closer.
fire. That's not how that works.
I was looking after Orca, and also I'm not about to go dig up plants.
I also don't tend to see something cool inside of something that hot.
I mean, considering the last strange natural phenomena containing potentially something sentient was apparently the mother of Orca's patron.
Exactly.
Why do you think that was another like imprisoned deity just hanging out in the swamp?
Perhaps not deity. I feel like if it was somehow deified, that would have tried to contact us, unless it's malevolent. Unless it's, I guess, malevolence is maybe, considering its surroundings, probably a guarantee.
What if it's
Not everything has to be a god. Sometimes you just find really strong, fucked up monsters.
Yeah, it could very well be.
what if it's the giant crocodile that lives here?
I don't think it's that. If it is anything,
Say, of every elemental crocodile I've ever met, they were never associated with fire.
yeah, I feel like that doesn't make sense.
It'd be cool though.
Woo!
Also, if that's a prison and the crocodile has been spotted outside of a prison, it's not a very good prison.
Who says it's a prison though? We don't know anything about it.
Or it is a really good prison and they just have crocodile guards. Nothing. Okay, I'll see myself out.
Ooh, no, you right.
No, I thought it was a good idea. I was just giving the moment to breathe.
I mean, it could also be some sort of ancient fire giant, some sort of very powerful fire elemental.
It could be a lot of
Definitely
things.
go back.
No.
Not yet.
Could be one
Yeah.
of Trigg's cigars he forgot to put out.
Whoops.
Exactly. Once we all have cool weather gear from Elias, then we go back. One day.
You keep saying weather gear. I don't think it's weather. I think it's just hot.
Yeah, it's a weather.
It's temperature control gear, and as long as you're willing to pay for it, yeah, you can have some.
Yeah, weather.
I'm not dying on this hill.
I was just hearing that.
The
It's like,
disappointment.
yeah, it's just I feed off of it. It's fantastic.
Anyways,
All right, we got our friggin' wet ass weed. Now what do we do?
Ren,
Hang out.
have you actually ever held a gun before?
I pull out finger guns again from holsters that I do not have. And I'm like, yes.
No, that's not the same.
What do you mean?
Yours don't have recoil.
I can pretend. Will that make it more legit, do you think, if I pretend to have recoil
No.
on my hands?
No. No, don't do that.
I think now is a good time for a beginner course in gun safety.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
I still technically have to pick 4, like, guns to be proficient in. I just haven't done it yet.
Is it
So right
4
now it's
guns to be proficient in, or? I thought it was just
spells.
4 weapons.
Yeah, I thought it was
Well, they're
blanket
like-
firearm proficiency.
Yeah, it's well, I have to. There's 4 I get to become proficient in.
Oh, I thought it was 4 spells that you pick.
There's the
Hmm.
spells, and you also get proficiency in 4 firearm.
Interesting.
And I have to pick 4, and I just haven't done it
Light cannons.
yet. There are limitations. Last I checked, they have to.
They're probably one-handed.
Yeah, it's like this. Oh, yeah, there you go. 4 simple or martial firearms. of
Perfect, light
choice.
cannon. You just can't use wolf hearts.
Get that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons.
So while they're having the
Love
arguments about guns and whatnot with Ren, because Ren holding a firearm is kind of honestly scary.
I don't think it's so
What do
much an
you
argument so
mean?
much as it is Bren insisting.
It's fine
And-
when it's not. Yeah.
and eventually it's just Hayne left because Wolfhard goes, I'm not dying on this hill either, and just walks away.
On this
Nope.
specific physical hill.
Nope.
I was going back to Greheg for stories and whatever random tidbits of information he will give me.
More Pappy story time.
Don't judge me. I'm having a great time.
This is actually the ultimate point of our adventure. It's Mel's quest to collect all the grandpas. She started with 2. Now she's up to at least 4.
Yeah, he has a lot of stories for you.
Yay. Are any of them just like fun information stories, or is it just like, I did this in the war, or whatever?
The war.
I mean, he'd kind of just be able to tell you about anything you want to know, basically.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh,
any stories
fuck.
about his
Mike.
life, like,
Oh, fuck.
yeah, he'll talk about it.
Oh no, I don't have ideas. Shit, I need to find ideas. How old is Greg?
Good question.
I asked Greg how old he is.
I don't know that we have an age for him.
I did not specify how old he was. I can tell you he's older than Trig, and Trig's like 300.
Has he ever been to Taco Bell?
Is he now at that age where he doesn't say how old he is? He just, yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, he says he's old enough to be your grandfather's 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 grandfather.
I expected that to continue for longer, given
I'm
Josh.
glad it didn't.
I mean, same, but given Josh.
God. Okay. Fuck. I'm stressing about this.
I think that's also not. It's not just Krista. It's also Mel. Just fuck.
If he's that old, he was around for the Calypso Scar to happen.
Oh my god, you're right.
And the Black Rock crater thing.
Oh my god, you're extra right.
Yeah, we talked to the shade keepers who were like, they should know things. There's like, not to mention there's like people that are centuries year old, like just down the cave. Nah, they probably don't remember.
I was introduced to this man though. I was introduced to the others, and I'm not bothering them. I don't know them.
Well, I was referring to Greg.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, let's go Scar and Crater, and then Scar, Crater, Queen's Gardens, and then we roll from there. I just get fun story time basically, and I have a great time with it.
You're gonna ask him about the scar?
Yes,
Okay.
And I'm there too.
yes, company.
Yeah, he would tell you about the time where he would go vacationing in Sableton because it was quiet, and then he remembers there was a period of time where he wasn't there because there was a mass event that he could only describe as the entire Earth felt like it was shaking and being ripped apart. And then when he went back several years later, this scar was there. And he hasn't been back since.
Rightfully so.
He does tell you that a lot of his friends died
Oh,
because of that event. So a lot of the people that he knew there. And what was the second thing?
Black Rock Crater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, the crater. For those wondering, that's this crater right here.
Thanks.
He doesn't know much about that one. He just remembers that it was pretty dark for a while, due to the debris being kicked into the air.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the problem with debris.
I mean, it
Yep.
is a massive crater.
Yeah, he was actually living in East Haven when that happened. So,
Oh.
yeah, which is up here for those wondering.
Oh, thank you.
Or as they called it back then, South Haven. What?
Mhm.
Actually,
Then
back
he
then
tells
it was
you about how he remembers when South Haven was New Haven.
it actually was New Haven before West Haven was built.
Ha!
And Haven is gone.
God damn, I'm good.
Yes, Haven was south, near where Coscaroba currently is.
Oh.
Haven was actually demolished to build Coscaroba.
Boo.
Why did they make South Haven north of Old Haven?
Yes.
I'm about to go out of my Haven mind.
And then it will be asking about the Queen's Garden. If he was there before the curse set in, or if he's ever been since after.
He was never there, but he's heard the stories.
Fair.
So he knows that it was what still is, from what he knows, a very beautiful garden. But he's heard it's haunted, and they haven't had the opportunity to go there yet to investigate, as it's a little far for a day trip.
Where is
Just a
that?
little bit.
Oh yeah, that's right, you guys. It is right here.
It's right down the river from us.
Yep.
We have a boatman that can cover that in like a day.
A little far for a day trip.
Mm.
Ah.
That and getting near that side of the mountain range isn't exactly the safest. There's a lot of rock slides.
It's on the other side.
No, the Nabu Dis mountain.
Right, it's on the western bank, not the eastern bank.
Yeah, that's
big-
true. The river is pretty wide.
Yeah. It's a 2-day trip, and that's why no one's gone yet.
We literally leave for months on nomadic like missions. And you can't
Nope,
just go
too
right down the
long.
river.
Too far.
Hal, I'll
Far
go
for
and
a
take
day.
a look.
Feel free.
But you won't be back in time for the ritual.
What does that mean now?
All right, then it's just random topics from there. I didn't have anything specific from there.
Okay.
Whatever story he delights to deliver onto me.
Let's see. What random font of knowledge should he bestow upon you?
Oh god, what are you about to learn now?
Oh, he'll tell you the story of how he got stuck in a tree as a kid.
Love it.
That tree is now like the largest tree in the forest.
Pretty fucking big.
It's got like deep, like druidic magic going through it because of how old it is.
It's got a vendetta. Tree for
It's
vendetta.
got a vendetta.
Tree for
Did you
vendetta.
just
I love
seriously
it.
say tree for vendetta?
Oh my god.
That was amazing. Oh my god.
10 out of 10. No notes.
I'm so tired.
Ryan's just sitting there like, will I ever know peace?
No. All right. Well, that's yeah. We did things.
Go places, do things.
I'm gonna learn how to shoot gun. I'm gonna learn about gun safety 101. Poor Drake.
You
is
don't
just gonna
want
be
to,
like,
it's
Jesus
forced upon you."
Christ.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that the first? Oh wait, no, that never mind. My brain connected two dots that shouldn't connect. Never mind.
Oh,
I got Labor
Anyways.
Day and Arbor Day mixed up. I was like, oh my god, the first
Arbor
Labor
Day.
Day was on September 5th, you guys.
no. Oh my god. Wow.
That's great.
Nice.
Anyways, Grandpappy stories, forced gun safety. What about other peeps? Elias,
Sounds
did you
like a-
come to Grandpappy's?
No, I asked him all my Boneman questions.
You want to come learn about gun safety?
Do you want to
There's
watch
not a
Red
single
learn
person
about
in
gun
this
safety?
party who understands gun safety better than I do.
Do you want to watch Red argue about gun safety?
So yeah, Elias was actually going to offer to come with and like try to be helpful, and then he thought about it and he's like, "A, this is the kind of situation where like it's definitely like a you can have too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing, because his way of teaching is definitely going to be different than Haynes, which is probably at least a little bit different than Triggs, which is different than Wolfheart's." And he's like, "I don't want to confuse Ren. I want her to actually be able to use the thing she's trying to learn how to use."
You also would
Meanwhile,
have seen
Ren
Wolf
is just-
walk away like within 5 minutes of just nope.
Yeah, and it's like also she may not want my help. If she doesn't want to listen to me, I'm not going to try and teach
I
her
wasn't-
something she doesn't want to learn from
No,
me.
I wasn't saying you teach her. I was saying you watch her argue with Hayne about gun safety because you know she's gonna argue about it.
Yeah, but if I say something snarky, she might put a bullet in me.
Oh, you know?
I think you mean
Yeah.
a cannonball.
Yeah, exactly. All the more reason for me to let her have her space.
That's fair. Yeah.
You've been working with those recently. You know how much they hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's like before a gun safety even starts, it's like, watch this! It just conjures a cannonball into the fucking swamp.
And that's the point when Wolfheart's like, nope.
Now, if there ever comes a
Elias
time,
and Wolfheart walk away at the same time.
yep. If there ever comes a time where Elias and Ren can be BFFs, he will make her misfortune hand cannons, but not today. Not today.
Correct.
You took measurements of something last time. I hope it's holsters for my finger guns because that
It
would
was.
be awesome.
I
Yes.
think that's supposedly what it was, yes.
Nice.
It's just for like little
Otherwise known as
LED thimbles
gloves.
that you can put on the ends of your fingers that light up as you shoot spells.
Oh my god, yes, please. They're just little gloves, but like only like the forefinger like lights up when you like shoot.
Like, oh, I thought that was all that was. Like it was the opposite of fingerless gloves. I love
No, it's
homeless
the
glove.
rave gloves. Hold on.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
essentially.
man, there you go. That's perfect. Yeah, Ren does her very best to try and convince Hayne that she is totally up on her gun safety after having watched all of you guys use guns. And she's like, I know how to use a gun. What are you talking about?
Hayden puts like just like a basic pistol in front of her. Is like, all right, clean it.
Maintain your gear. Shit.
Maintain your gear.
Elias finds a tall structure to climb and watch from a safe distance.
It's not loaded.
I don't think he's worried about it being loaded. A safe distance where he won't be heard, I think, is probably the better way to phrase it.
Yup.
Where
Turns out that's the tree with a vendetta. Rowan Ish. No, I'm just kidding.
It's been in the cave this whole time.
The tree.
God.
Amazing.
It's the central pillar of shape now.
No, that's what I reveal, that there's actually this huge war going on between the trees and the cave dwellers, because the trees keep on invading in on the caves.
No, specifically between Elias's people and the trees.
Jesus.
I'm
Alrighty.
gonna do my very best to try and clean this pistol.
I swore the next time I saw you, I'd kill you with
Prestidigitation.
3H hardwood.
I was gonna say she definitely cheats her way through it using prestidigitation.
Well, it's less the actual cleaning that Hayden cares
Yeah.
about, and more about, can she take it apart and put it back together again?
Yeah,
She
but you
field
said-
stripper gear.
But you said clean it, so it's clean. It's the cleanest this gun has ever looked.
But does
And
it
then she's
work?
Like, ta-da!
That's the important thing, is does it work?
Yeah, but you told me to clean it. It's clean.
Yeah. Wait, are you saying you didn't even take it apart? You just zapped it?
Yes, just clean the whole
Yeah.
outside of it.
100%
Like
she
it's
could do
sparkling.
with
It's
prestidigitation.
this thing's a fucking mirror. All right.
It smells like lavender.
You could eat off this fucking gun.
Ren, you missed the spot.
Where? She starts turning it over, looking for any spot that she missed.
Is she
I
looking
take
down
the
the barrel?
barrel. I take the barrel off and just you only got the surface level dirt.
Oh, okay, so we're talking
There's
normal.
more dirt?
But you weren't specific.
The fact you didn't know what I meant by clean the gun, that's telling enough as it is.
I take the gun back from Hayden, and now I will valiantly try to take it apart. What do I roll to try and take apart a gun?
Intelligence? Feels like the most appropriate.
Sleight of hand.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, let's go. Oh! I've been watching
It's-
people take apart these guns.
It's difficult, but you do take it apart.
Now I clean every single piece.
I feel like putting it together is truly back together is going to be the really hard part.
Oh yeah, it's easier to take things apart.
Yep, and now I guess I have to put it back together.
I do it to
I'm
families all the
master
time.
taking
What?
things apart, and I am very amateurish just putting them back together.
Yeah, I can fly a plane. It's the landing that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I roll again to try
Although
and put it back together?
it's more concerning to hear you say that, Mike, considering.
Yes.
Okay. Oh no, it's gonna go so much more poorly now that I have to click the button a second time.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Oh.
I was about to say, I mean, it still could get better.
It could.
It did.
Yeah, surprisingly, you put the thing back together too.
I think it surprises everyone, even Ren. I think her hands are moving off of just memory from watching other the rest of them having done it, and then
She's taken Haynes' muscle memory.
yeah, basically that's essentially what it is. She's mimicking muscle memory, and then just kind of holds it out, mildly smug though about the whole thing.
This thing is glittering at this
Yeah,
point.
this is the cleanest this gun has ever looked.
Yeah, it smells like lavender.
Yeah, it's got a nice little perfuming smell to it. Can I shoot the cannonballs now?
All right, I'm impressed.
Did you
Rick
also
and I can't really talk to
not
each
be
other all that
happening
much,
again?
so I just kind of stare at him doing things. As I look over at Trig and give him a thumbs up.
Which is especially funny because that's not how Trig's gun works.
Nope, but it's close enough.
Yeah, isn't Triggs basically a musket?
Yep. I
Yeah,
think so.
Trig's is a musket that doesn't even work by itself. Like it's his soul is just tied to the gun, so he makes it shoot.
I mean, he might still like field clean it, just routine.
But that's so much different than a pistol.
It is.
Yeah, it's still so much different.
Well, yeah, especially since you didn't take the barrel off. This was.
But this
guess
is
I was
the
picturing the
logic
more
that
modern
Ren is
pistol, but-
using, because she has no fucking clue how she just did that. So she's making shit up.
Fake it till you make it.
Exactly. On the outside, she's like, "Yeah, I did that." On the inside, she's like, "I did that."
Why did I do that?
All right, so if you want to see cannons, let's go see cannons. Go hang out with the skeleton artillery.
Nice. It's funny.
Of
'cause I get
course,
this-
the Scar artillery.
Oh my fucking god.
Wait. Hands people have cannonballs. Will they let me take any?
I try and impress the skeleton artillery by conjuring cannonballs that are literally mid-flight, full speed, and explode on impact.
I just pictured they're just judging you like Olympic swimming competitions with the boards.
Yeah, exactly. With the boards, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Even though they can probably
Stern
talk.
faces.
You know, you walk up to them, bow as if you're about to do a gymnastics routine, and then sort of turn, face the target, put some flair on it.
Thank you for your consideration.
Yeah.
Listen, it's fine.
Take a bow when it's done. Wait for their approval.
Wolfheart and the Skeleton Artillery could have a full American Psycho business card.
They just all just kind of stare in silence, and then just awkwardly start clapping.
I clap with them. They clap. I clap.
That would
We all
sound
clap.
so weird. Because they don't have skin.
Yeah, it's just a lot of click clacking.
They got gloves.
Okay, fair.
Okay, bye, I'll miss you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. We'll miss you too.
No, sorry, you walked out of the room.
Yeah, I guess we just hang out with the skeletons and all their guns then.
Yeah, I practice basically all of my new spells that involve firearms. So I'm making concealed shots, trying to do it as sneaky as possible, and practice shooting my finger guns subtly.
Say, all this talk of firearms has Elias feeling inspired, so at some point he grabs Wolfheart to do some consulting, and then the two of them walk off together.
You can't choose that for me. I'm okay with it, but you can't choose that for me. Fucking Mary Sue ass motherfucker.
I practice turning my
You do it.
bullets into different damage types. Good times.
Hell
Burn
yeah.
through every single spell slot I have on the day just shooting shit.
Including your sorcery points.
Yeah, everything. I burn through everything I have. I take like a short rest for Sorcerer's Restoration, and then keep going. My hands are like cramping by the end of the day from all the finger guns.
Yeah.
I have just blown up so much shit.
Well, that sounds like that's our day then.
Yep.
All right, good deal. You all go to bed, wake up in the morning. It's now Friday.
Yay! Ritual day.
Okay, significantly less fun.
The day is spent preparing for the ritual later that night.
That's fair.
People can help if they would like, but it is not required.
I don't know what that entails.
Same.
I mean, it's basically like a festival because it's literally new people coming to life. So it's like welcoming them to their new undead life.
My first thought was fuck yeah, undead buffet, and then I was like, wait.
Wait.
Same. My first thought was, I'll bake them. No, you won't. Stop.
I mean, there
Yeah.
is food because like the Shade Keepers are mortal.
Right. It's just not, a grand extravagant thing. It's probably just, modest.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy.
Sure. I'll help. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll help.
Somebody brought a whole party sub, and then someone else ate the whole party sub. That fucker.
Craziest part, neither of those two people were mortal.
Yeah, it's a skeleton that ate it, so it's just... You just see it in bits and pieces throughout.
Ren is like mildly stressing about this whole thing, so she kind of spends the whole day while everyone's prepping, just like watching people prep and like following people around and just like observing what they're doing, like an absolute weirdo, just like a total lost puppy, just weird. And people eventually are probably just like, let's just ignore that one. We'll just pretend she's not there. It's okay. People probably hand her things and she kind of just holds them until someone takes them away from her. She's like a shelf, basically.
Are you doing okay? I mean, obviously not, but, like, do you want to talk about that, or...?
She just hands you whatever she's holding and walks over to, like, the next group of people who's gonna hand her something.
Alright.
Hayden is hanging from the
Shrugged him
ceiling
out.
of the cave, helping put on a banner that says, "Congratulations, you're dead."
Congrats, you're done it.
I need that for the session title.
Congratulations, you're dead.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Someone just needs to die.
Has like 4 choices at this point.
Cool.
We help until
And
it's
now the
fun.
ritual time.
Ritual time.
On a triple full moon. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Woohoo! Spicy.
Wolfheart is...
See that, like, it's not every month for the first 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, for 6 months out of each year, yeah.
Yeah.
Wolfheart is trying to ignore the music he keeps hearing. He's not very successful at that. nevertheless.
Ooh, dramatic irony.
What?
Dramatic irony. Well, we have no idea you're hearing music.
No.
Unless we catch you tapping your foot or something.
I think I knew because when it started, I was with him. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was mentioned to the group as a whole, actually.
what's that?
Right, but is there any outward sign that would show that you're still hearing it, or are you
He does occasionally look around, confused,
Oh, okay.
or look behind him. It's not quite as pronounced as the past couple of days, though, because he has been hearing it throughout. So it's more of just a glance behind and then kind of shake the head of just I know that's not real.
All right. Well, Mike, if you would like full creative control over this, feel free.
Sure.
Mike has become Dom God for the moment.
All right, so as the night goes on, the denizens of the caves all kind of migrate their way into this large ritual chamber where there's about a dozen shadekeepers all kind of standing there. In the center of the chamber you can see various remains. Sometimes it's a dead body, sometimes it's just a bunch of bones that are splayed out, different body parts for people that were a little less lucky with how they died. And Shadekeeper Revan, once everybody is kind of in the chamber and have settled down, he says, "We're gathered here to welcome more into our family. It is a privilege to be the arbiters of their transformation tonight. We have had many unfortunate souls meet their end, but perhaps with their new life, they can find a more fortunate purpose." And with that, the Shadekeepers start to do a magical chant as they start the ritual. They continue to chant for what seems like hours until it's well into the night. And then you watch as kind of drifting in from the ceiling, from the walls, different apparitions. Sometimes they're full people, ghosts, that are being drawn back to their body. There's a few shades, a few specters kind of moving their way in, kind of drawn by this rhythmic chanting. A couple wisps, similar to the ones that we met the other day in the swamps. And after kind of swirling around the chamber, kind of a couple of them make eye contact with a couple of you. They eventually draw near the remains lying in the center and drift in. And there's kind of a shimmering light that seems to fill the chamber coming from these remains. As the light fills the room, the chanting gets a little faster, a little louder, and then there is a kind of crescendo as it all comes to an end. and there's just silence. And then the remains start to move. A few gasp, a few bones start to kind of wobble towards each other to knit into full skeletons. As one by one, new undead are brought into this world. Each one, as they kind of come to and look around, a different member of the Grey Legion kind of comes forward and like helps them up, gets them dressed in kind of like a new robe, and as they kind of draw them away from the group, calmly start explaining to them what they've been through. Once the last being has come to life and is ushered off, silently everyone starts to drift out of the chamber into that kind of larger kind of communal space where the decorations were being put up. And it's there at the wee hours of the morning is when the ritual becomes more of a welcoming party. And I throw it back to you, Josh.
All right. I don't have too much for the welcoming party portion of it. It's your normal communal gathering. Uh, it's not much fancy going on, but if there's anything that you guys would like to do before you rest, feel free. Otherwise, we will go ahead to the morning.
Yeah.
I'll go up to Ren and I'll say, what do you think?
It almost seems too simple. Thought it was going to be a lot more elaborate.
Simple as good. Less moving parts. Less that can go wrong.
Mm-hmm. No, it's good. It's good. Have to think about it still. It's a lot to think about.
Oh,
Dying.
of course. I'm not saying you need to give an answer right now. I mean, you just saw it for the first time. But if you have any questions, I'm here for you.
Do I get to choose what I become after I die? Or is it sort of like a reach into a bag and pull out your new you?
I mean, it's not really that random. Suppose you would have a little bit more freedom into what form you would want to take, seeing how instead of it just being a spirit and imbibing a corpse, you would be going through the ritual, starting out alive, ending up one of us. What would you want to be?
I can't say I've given it too much thought. I guess I'd have to know what I could be. I know for a fact I don't want to be a skeleton.
Fair enough.
They were very nice. No, thank you.
Well, I mean, the skeletons, it's more They're more just kind of waking up where they've been dead longer, so they don't really have much flesh remaining to be reanimated.
Good to know. I have enough flesh to not be a skeleton.
Exactly.
We'll have to maybe go over the list of what would you like to be when you die list.
What would you like to be when you stop growing?
Yep.
Yeah, we can talk about it. I'm sure the Shadekeepers might have ideas on some of the more obscure undead that aren't as common.
Ooh, I could be obscure. That sounds fun. I should probably go thank the Shadekeeper for letting me watch.
Of course.
She just like super fast, like without trying not to think about it too much, just like gives Hayne a kiss on the cheek and like sprints off for the Shadekeeper. Nearly runs into a skeleton group. Oh god.
They rattle at her menacingly.
They start rattling.
And they like fall over and just completely like discorporating the bones, and then they come back together and shake their fists.
just like when you're playing like the Lego games.
Yeah.
Just made the like the Lego death sound.
Oh my god. And that's it. And that's it.
One of them is Lego Yoda.
Lego Yoda.
Whatever the fucking sound is.
Good God.
If there's a god here, he is not good, and you know that.
Yeah, if there was a Lego Yoda here, that would be Greg. He's got
Yeah.
that Yoda energy.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, bud. Anyway.
I don't like that.
Josh, you did it too early. Gotta wait till someone grips it and rips it.
That's why I do
Shit,
it every
you're
time
right.
I open a can. Yeah, I don't have anything.
Hayden
Elias just spends the whole day, except for the part of the ritual that would, he would be expected to observe respectfully, tinkering.
Yeah, Hayden would just be introducing himself to the next generation.
What fucking feat was I working on?
You know? Good question.
I wanted to come up with something stupid to say, but like my brain just shut down when I tried to. So
The only thing I was going to say is the left one.
Yes.
That sounds right. The left one. Anyway. Yeah, you introduce yourself to the new folk. I'm not going to bother with names for them, so...
That's okay. Yeah, I give them like some pointers on things to get used to their first year of being undead. So your body's going through changes. No.
Oh,
No, that's what their
wrong talk. Wrong talk.
No, yeah. That would be what their brood parent is for. That's not Hane. More like a cool older brother.
All right. And then you all rest for the evening.
Yes.
After they're very thankful for Hane's warm introduction to unlife.
Yeah, it's just one big happy family of flesh-hungry monsters. I mean, altruistic people.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think you've all been very patient. Thanks for waiting around for the ritual, but we can move on. Does anybody have any questions? Everybody was very quiet after the ritual.
I mean, didn't really feel like our place to say much, considering we're all guests.
I mean, that's what the festival was kind of for, getting to know people. But
No,
didn't have to.
I mean, I'm not exactly good in social situations, as it's been very clearly exemplified.
Fair enough. Well, if you have give me a little bit to say goodbye to everybody, we can be off.
Were
It's not a problem.
we doing this the long way or the fast way? Right, we
I-
teleporting out of here?
That was the plan.
Just checking.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to.
Provided you still have the ability to do that. Have you been keeping track of your components
Yes.
for that? Okay.
Yes.
I'm sure we would have some here anyway.
But, otherwise, we're gonna have to walk south and make our way through the northern wall of Briggs. And I'm not. I mean, I can
Yeah,
get
we
us
could
through
have gone
there.
on the water. But we're good. I can still teleport.
Okay.
What is the northern wall of Briggs to the south?
Because it's north of the mountain, and that's all they
'Cause-
care about.
Because it's north relative.
Uh-huh.
Called the eastern wall of Briggs. It's on the eastern side of the continent.
I'm thinking too much
It's
about
called the Necrohole of Nabu Deep, so it's not actually called the Northern Wall of anything. But
So you're not making a Full Metal Alchemist reference?
I mean, I am, but I was making a joke. It's not an in-game reference.
It's
So
not
it's
for
not-
realsies, but yes.
So it's not actually called that in game. You were just calling it that.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
In-game, it's called the Necrohole of Nabudis.
Got it. Nabudis nuts.
I'm more worried about Necrohole.
I think it's supposed to be Necrohold with a D.
I didn't
No,
hear D.
it's Necrohole.
Necro hold these nuts.
I'm telling.
Right. Anyways, we go to bed.
You go to bed.
Wait, what? I thought we just woke up.
You wake up.
Oh, wait, what fucking
We go to
day
bed.
is
We
it?
wake up.
Wait,
It's
where are
Saturday.
we in time?
Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Saturday
Oh, God,
morning.
okay.
Hayden is going to say bye to his dad, and then we are leaving.
It's like when you finish saving and then you don't remember if you saved, so you go
Yeah.
take another, you
Save.
sleep another day just to make sure that you saved.
I also say goodbye and thank him for information and story time. It's a lot of typing over there.
Okay. Yeah, they say. You say your goodbyes. They say your goodbyes. Strangely. I know what I said.
Just Gahrag just say, thank you for having us, Gahrag. It's like, no, you're Gahrag. Okay, bye.
Thank you for having you.
Thank me for me. I don't know, man. Greg just found out that it's legal for medicinal purposes in Shade Mount, and he's been hitting it a little hard.
Yeah, I heard there's this wet ash weed on a nearby island. Holy shit, that stuff's dank.
I
my
was
God, I
gonna
could've
say
asked him
something, but
about
I
that.
didn't want to say it.
Damn it.
Gotta be careful of those wet ass weeds, man. Anyway.
All right. Teleporting to Sinai.
You guys file into the teleportation circle and whisk yourselves all the way down to Sinai.
The temperature shock is awful.
Surprisingly, Sinai is cooler than you would expect.
Well, it is on the ocean. Yeah.
It
Like
is on the
the-
ocean, and
Stepping off the plane.
the wind comes down the mountain.
It's just very different climates.
Yeah.
Going from northern swamp to
Southern
tropical
desert.
Yes.
port.
I prepared accordingly. Ren woke up this morning. Summer.
Sinai is one of, if not the port capital of the continent,
Makes sense.
given its location.
Yeah.
Every building in Sinai, including its very, very vast wall, is built up by brick,
Oh.
That also makes
Um,
sense.
but it's a type of brick that is interesting as it looks to be carved from rock as opposed to clay.
Oh.
Oh, it's chiseled. Chiseled
Yeah,
brick.
chiseled rock brick.
That was interesting.
Welcome, friends, to Costa del Sol.
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean? We're in fucking Agrabah. Get it right. Where's
The,
that rat monkey? A poo.
Didn't realize this was a tourist town.
The large spire in the center of the town is topped with a strange. It's almost like a sky blue dome that blends in, seemingly intentionally, with the sky.
Okay. Kind of spooks you got here.
Whoa.
What kind of spooks do you have here? A lot of them.
Oh no.
For the first time ever, you see spirits of people that look like they've been here a long time. As in, they're taller than the normal person and look to be
Oh.
almost like the precursor to modern man.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And they're here to party.
What messed up country is this that people used to be taller?
Right?
This one.
Pretty sure,
Fuck off.
I'm pretty sure most pre-human hominoids were smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, the average.
Chunkier.
The average height of people has actually continued to go on up per generation, but yeah.
Listen, it's fine. In this world, humans evolved from the Na'vi, from Avatar. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Maybe they just don't have milk here. So people just progressively got shorter every generation.
We need some milk.
Anyways. So I went from no ghosts to all the fucking ghosts.
Yeah.
One thing is for certain.
For surf.
For surf, let's hit the waves, guys.
Surf's up.
You're able to tell that Sinai is a very, very old city.
That's good.
I mean,
We'll have answers.
yeah, maybe we might have a shot at figuring out who the fuck this Lord of Light is.
Watching
That
a
also
motherfucker
seems
speak
old as
common.
fuck. Oh yeah, I guess we're here to check because they have like a vast library or some shit.
They do have a vast library.
There are multiple reasons to be here.
Right.
Yes, Sinai is the oldest city on the continent.
Alrighty.
Except for my secret city of Oldsville.
Exactly.
Only one person lives there. It's Scrug. Scrug
No,
is
without
80 billion years old. He can't do anything. He cries. Continue, Tristan.
Mel, without even realizing, just kind of like puts her hands up to like block the sound because it went from very, very quiet to not at all.
Noise! Yeah.
Just it is very loud here.
I imagine it's loud for all of us. Considering I would imagine this city is... Well, we might... It still might be early enough in the morning that it's not terribly busy.
At the moment, no.
Okay.
You've got your usual morning suspects out and about.
I was also talking about
There's-
spooks.
There's one guy
Well,
walking a herd of cattle through the city.
Mood.
No,
I love him.
I was just gonna say it's probably loud for all of us, but then I realized that it's still early morning, so not a lot of people might be up.
Yeah.
However, cows.
The strange thing about these cows is that they are fucking buff.
That's not strange.
That's how everybody's short. All the cows are keeping the milk to themselves.
Got it. Last campaign was the weird chickens. Now it's the milk.
You know, we gotta have our own flavor of bullshit.
We have to follow the milk trail. See where this conspiracy goes.
Deep sigh of disappointment. Anyways.
How long has this dairy danger festered?
Fuck off. All right, I guess first up is finding a place to stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to look for some place that's maybe a little on the cheaper side, or do you want to go high class?
We don't got money for high class.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't take you very long as you walk out into the streets and wander a bit. You find a nice quaint inn that you can stay at. It's nothing too extravagant, but it does seem like it would be a nice place to.
Weird name for an inn.
A nice place to settle down for the however long you're planning on staying here for.
It's a very happy name for an inn.
I haven't even told you the name yet.
I know. But it's funny.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
I don't know that I want to.
Please.
I don't care if you want to. Do it. Job.
So you find the inn. I don't actually have a name for it. Hold on a second.
I got it. The first actual name that came to mind was the Sandy Hole, and I didn't like that.
The hole.
Yes, Bubba. Mm-hmm.
We will call this inn.
Charles.
Jesus Christ! I hear him echoing through your headset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah. He's being.
We will call him Charles.
Anyway, we will call this. I feel like I gotta stick with the desert theme here for it, because that's the most fun.
The Arabian Nights Inn. The La Quinta.
We'll just keep it simple for this one. We'll call it Desert Shade.
Yeah, okay.
Desert Shade Inn.
I don't know if Bumpus approves. At least I'm assuming that's Bumpus, because if that's Pluto, something is very wrong.
No.
It is, in fact, the Bumpus.
He heard you.
Yeah, he's like, talking shit.
It's like, you got something to say, motherfucker?
I'll throw hands.
Josh is petting him right now, so.
Pretty sure I still heard him from your mic, though, Krista.
It's because he's loud.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I'm also used to hearing Bumby when he's like trying to eat Josh's mic and meowing at the same time.
My mic also kept cutting out, so we had to turn the sensitivity up again.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But it hasn't cut out now.
I mean, I'm not complaining about also being able to hear the protests of one Mr. Bumbersore.
Oh, these aren't protests. These are happy now.
Bumber sore.
Mr. Bumby. Bumbersaurus Rex.
Yeah, when he walked in, those were yells of protest because he was not getting love. And now they are sounds of enjoyment because he's getting love.
Sure, he can yell and protest about not getting love, and that's fine. But if I do it, people call me weird.
Yeah.
Get your claw out of my arm, you bitch.
I'm supposed to agree to that, Krista. What the fuck?
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways.
We get rooms. Where the fuck are we starting?
Well, I mean, I think the only solid lead we have in Sinai itself is the library. I suppose we could find out more along the way. Because I think the only other thing we have in the desert is whatever Elias has planned.
Yeah.
And that would take us away from Sinai anyways.
Oh Lord, he's coming.
Sounds like library's the best bet then.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I recall somebody saying that Sinai is also a good place for making money. That might have been Elias that said that. I don't 100% recall.
I mean, it's a trade city. A tourist city. There's lots of work to go around.
Right, and I mean, I'm not going to say no to the opportunity to try and give ourselves at least some amount of income. I mean,
Otherwise, I mean, if you're looking for the more, shall we say, obscure forms of work, you can wait until we get to my place, and then there will be plenty of stuff for you to do.
I mean,
I feel like from everything I know of your people, which is not much, I don't know if I would be much immediately useful there.
Hey, we need bruisers just as much as we need sneak thieves. Takes all kinds. Okay?
In any case, let's start with the library and figure it out from there at the very least.
okay.
Also, for the record, I just need to figure something out here quick. Because I may be misunderstanding some things, and I just want to know for certain.
Totally valid.
Kane, you said, I think, recently, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but you told me that the body you occupy currently is not the body that you occupied in life. Is that correct?
What?
Is the body that you are currently occupying the body that you occupied in life? Or is this not your body?
I mean, you're making it a little like oversimplified. In a way, this is my body. It was the body that I awoke in. Before I was in this body, I existed in a different context. And then before this body was dead, there was another guy that was using it, of which I've been slowly regaining his memories. So the line between where he ended and I began has been becoming a bit less clear.
Well, I mean, maybe for you, but for me, that actually perfectly answers the question. You were not the spirit that inhabited this man's body when he was the living being. And that's all I needed to know. Because the thing is, I just needed to know whether or not... I mean, because it's fine either way, because you have the body, but you probably don't. I mean, maybe you do, because you're getting his memories back. I don't know how much you remember about what being home is like, and I didn't know if that was a memory that you had or if that was a memory that he had, because if that was a memory that you would have because you're in his body, then we're perfectly fine. But if it's a memory you have because it's your memory, but a memory that you have from your life and not his life, then that's an issue because, well, not an issue, just something to be aware of, because that means that that's not the body that once worked for the same people that I work for.
Work
And if
with
that's
the
not the
people
body-
you work for.
Hmm?
Work with the people you work for.
Semantic, that's not the important part of what I'm saying. What is the important part of what I'm saying is if that is the body that worked in association with the people that I work with, then you will be just fine. If not, then you, along with everyone else, will want to stay within 60 feet of me when we first get inside. Because if you get more than 60 feet away from me, you will no longer be under what my home considers to be my protection, and you will be seen as an invader, and then bad things will happen.
I roll up my sleeve and point to the corresponding tattoo. Same body.
Cool. Awesome. That's what I need.
Wait, I thought Sinai was safe.
Oh, Sinai is safe, but I don't live in Sinai.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
Because
he's
people
mentioned
don't
that he
live
lives.
in the city, they live further into the desert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mel was also half paying attention because she's been holding on to Wolfheart as she like stares up at the giant peoples. Sorry, the giant dead people. I also got a little bit confused in the semantics of what city he was talking about and all of that, honestly. So, you know, it's fine.
Right. So library then?
To the library!
Yeah, that's probably the best place for us to go.
Da-da-da. God is currently doing the dishes, so.
How dare.
All right, so you guys go to the library. It is a very large, as you would expect, very large building. It is actually, so remember that spire that I was talking about like 10 minutes ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Shocker, I know. It is just next door to that building.
Okay.
It just, wow, this place is huge. Oh no, it's this one over here. Oh. I mean, it's all right.
The library itself is 5 stories tall, so it is still large, just not as large as the tower.
Yeah, I feel like because it's so close to the tower, it's just like constantly just. I mean, it's not that great of a library. It's not a huge tower in the sky big.
Yeah. It could be better, right? You know? It could be the 8 stories tall that the tower is, but no. We gotta settle for 5 measly fucking floors. It is, however, significantly wider. So,
It didn't get tall, it got wide.
yep.
Girthy, one might say.
No.
One might.
I would say
No.
girthy.
No.
Anyway. The statues out in front of the library at the base of the steps are largely unfamiliar to most of you. However, the 2 of you that would probably know what these things are, there are 2 statues of antlions in front of the library.
Of what?
Antlions.
Antlions.
They are creatures that live in the desert.
Nate.
In the den of the antlion to the northeast.
This is home. This is home.
Am I right in assuming that these antlions are the same as the real world ones? Or do they look different?
I'm finding a picture now. Hold on.
Okay.
I didn't know antlions were a real life thing. I thought they were just like fantasy monsters.
Nope.
Are they like camel spiders in real life?
Look like
I
some
don't know what a
kind
camel
of, like,
spider is, so I
look
cannot
like some
answer
kind
Don't
of
worry about it.
sand beetle mite thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they live underground. They hunt via vibration. They make
Apparently they also become like almost dragonfly looking at some point.
yeah.
Like very similar. They've got multiple stages.
I mean,
Like,
not many insects do. Yeah.
yeah. I think there's a Pokemon based off this.
Yeah. Trapinch
Yeah.
Yeah,
and its evolutions.
Yeah.
I fucking love Trapinch.
Well, Trapinch and it's a direct evolution. Flygon kind of takes it a little further than makes sense.
Yeah, it's weird that it becomes a dragon, but I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean dragonfly.
World needs
think
more
it-
dragons.
I think is the bit.
Boo.
Don't you boo me?
I'm not here for the bit.
Picture that you sent, Joshua, looks like a Digimon.
Yeah. Okay, it's more spider-like, but
Yeah, a little bit more.
where the antlion I was thinking of is more centipede-like, I guess is the easiest way to put it.
That looks more like a beetle when it's in its first larva
Ugh.
form.
Yeah.
All right.
That's more what I was picturing.
Awful. I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay. Semantics aside of what it looks like.
Yeah.
My immersion.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Why
giant
they
sand bug with big pinchies.
are they like the keepers of knowledge or something?
Oh, they're considered to be very knowledgeable creatures, but I think that's just because of the fact that they live for so long. Generally, when things live a long time, people consider them to be wise, which is not always the case. I mean, hey, just look at me.
Is that a self burn?
Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself.
Then laugh at others. Ha ha ha.
Ah, who the fuck are you?
Tim, how's it going? I haven't seen you in forever.
No, it's that fuck ass fire genasi again. When
No.
B isn't here to yell at him.
I was gonna say, yeah, B's not here. He wouldn't show up.
That's why he showed up.
We start looking on book things for information.
Yeah. What specifically are you looking for?
What do we want to like split up? Like half the group looks for Calypto stuff, half the group looks for Golden Eagle Man stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Sure. Basic information. We'll start with any information in general, and then we'll see what they have, and then go mill it down from there. Because right now we have been stuck at the crossroads of knowing absolutely nothing.
Okay, so before I have you make a check, who's looking for what? If you're doing it half and half.
Calyptos.
Eagle.
Calyptos.
Eagle.
Ren is apparently wrestling with street dogs that are trying to steal her bread.
No, it's the beef that's coming to take away the vegetables.
But Ren, the street doggies are hungry. Look at them, they're starving.
Red can figure out where she's at later, I guess.
Fair. Okay.
Is Trig able to help somebody, seeing how he's got his special help action ability?
Since it's the special one, sure.
Okay.
But only the special one.
Well, normally you would need proficiency.
Yeah.
But he's a sidekick, so he can help anybody.
Dun dun.
Who's bad?
Who's bad? I mean, you're gonna have to define terms here.
who needs a little help investigating?
Oh.
Most of us. Trig might be the only one with investigation in this party, for maybe Elias.
I got a +2.
Hane.
I got a +7.
I have a +9.
All right, Trig will help Mel, which makes sense because she's one of the few people that can actually talk to him.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's fine. I have the same modifier as Mel, but also she could talk to him. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, so that will give you advantage, Mel, as well as you can also add a d6 to the roll.
Whoop.
That's pretty good.
It was a 6, you said?
Yeah.
A d6, yeah.
Okay, so the golden eagle was Mel.
Trig.
And Mel, Trig, and Hane.
I'll go with the golden eagle people as well.
Okay.
Because I hadn't declared allegiance yet.
And then I assume that Ren would probably want to look at the Calypto stuff, but
Probably.
Makes sense with her affliction.
yeah.
Okay. I'll throw Orca into there too.
Spelled it wrong.
Yeah, it's with a K. You're right. Shame on me. Didn't double check it. Alright, yeah. Investigation checks.
Ren
15
could have
total.
taken
Or, sorry, 12.
Ren could have taken Cantor's proficiency on that to get an 18. Which I feel like she would have done.
Probably.
Would I get any special dispensation considering my background in all this bullshit, or?
This is more for finding the books than it is for understanding them.
Okay.
So for the first section here, it would just be
Just
normal.
standard. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, we didn't have to find them, they just gave it to us.
Okay.
Why do we keep ending up in the goddamn romance section?
Nice.
So every now and then I can hear myself through Josh's headset. And that little laugh I did sounded like elephant's horn. Just the
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay. So, well, for sure the group looking for the eagle guy finds something. So far the group going after Calypto's information coming up a little short.
Hey, Cantor's right there.
Sorry, coming up a lot short.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. Look, man, I think Wolfheart might be the tallest one there, and Wolfheart's not. Wolfheart is like average height for a guy. If not shorter, I don't remember what I put him at.
Makes you think how tall he was before his legs got all fucked.
Not much taller.
Yeah,
I
well,
wonder.
I can dream.
Can I use fudge the roll on my 11?
Sure.
You should be able to, yeah.
So somebody could tell me the numbers next to a 4.
Yeah, hold on. Hold up. 25 to D20. D20. Next to a 4?
11, 14, and 18.
Ooh, 18.
I'll take that 18 and add the plus 7, so that would give me a 25, plus my guidance would give me a 26.
I forgot you had that.
I did
No.
too.
That's real good.
You guys looking for information on the Golden Reapers, Golden Eagle, Lord of Light, whatever you can,
Gold Fox.
all this information that's just random that you guys have. And then there's the other group searching specifically for any mention of Calyptos. You guys are feeling disheartened, second group over here, as you can't find anything. You sit down,
Can't
And then-
or.
Ah!
and then suddenly somebody like trips nearby, and one of their books just comes flying off the stack and lands in Cantor's lap.
A brief history of Calyptos.
Ow!
God! I mean, how big is the book? Does it trigger Cantor's squeak?
It could. As you find suddenly in your possession a book on it's titled A History of the Scar of the World.
I like the title.
Well, I mean... it's the best thing we found so far, so...
You guys investigating the Golden Reapers and other miscellaneous information. You don't find anything specific to the Golden Reapers. However, you do find a book titled The Lord of Light.
ah, yay!
We found it. Yay! Fuck, we're in the romance section again, son of a bitch!
Shit,
Damn
it's a crappy YA novel.
The worst kind.
Actually, one of those choose your own adventure books.
Oh, no. Gib.
Guys, what's actuaries and accountants? I've never played that game before.
Oh, it's actually so much fun.
Right. Okay. Book of information. Go.
Yeah. You open it up, and to your not super surprise, it's in the same writing as your journal entries are.
Yes.
Whoa!
Which means you can't read it.
Fuck!
Shit.
I was half expecting, honestly, to be a very completely different lord. So honestly, the fact that it's
This one was
unreadable
actually like a
is a win.
sparrowhawk, sorry.
Lord with an E at the end.
Yeah. So like this
Our
in
favorite
general is
70s
still a
pop
win
star.
for me.
Hold on, I have an idea. I take the 6 pages we have of our current chapter and just shove them into the book.
Okay.
I only need one more page. Maybe that one more page is in this book.
God.
Genius. Love it.
I mean, if that doesn't work, maybe if you put a whole chapter in there, it'll auto-translate.
Mike deserves a promotion.
Yeah, you shove these 6 pages in there and nothing
Dorman.
happens.
Fuck.
Damn.
Sorry, buddy. No promotion.
Wait, so is it? Are you saying like it's in the language, like that unknown language?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to double check that I was understanding correct. I'm getting sweepy, so
I would like to vibe check the book.
someone has to.
Okay. I always forget what your vibe check would reveal.
Just whatever, man. But I have to make
Whatever.
I have to make an insight.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 18.
Okay.
My default roll.
It's certainly a book.
Guys, it's a book.
Well,
My
yeah,
God.
we know. You know too. You can see with your people eyes.
We found a book in a library.
Yeah,
Oh, no, when he vibe checks, he has to use his solo eyes, so he has to pop his head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't learned how to do it without decapitating myself first.
I mean, I could do that for you if you want.
Well, I just take my head off is all. It's sitting over there.
I was about
Wow.
to say, sir, this is a library.
Hey, any place is a good place for a beheading, especially
Anyways.
among friends.
What's the vibe check say? I'm sorry.
it's a book.
Yep.
It's definitely religious text. So the vibe you get is more like holy book than it is like memoir of a life kind of thing. Although they could be one and the same.
They
Okay.
oftentimes are, unfortunately.
Libraries usually have catalogs. Can we check to see if this thing was identified enough to be cataloged so we can check maybe the person that identified it knows what it is?
Or if it's not in their catalog for reasons.
This would have a catalog for it. The catalog it doesn't give you a ton of information because the information it does have is basically describing that this is the first known literature surrounding the Lord of Light, and one of the only of its kind. It is written by somebody well in the past. The only thing that really has to be done is that this is a copy of the original. So this is not the original book, it is an exact copy of it to obviously maintain the original.
Did they have more than one copy?
There is more than one copy, yes.
Oh, maybe we
this
can
is the only one currently available here.
Oh, well. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, sorry.
Wait.
Wait.
Are there giant people here?
Yeah?
Are they coherent enough that I could speak to them, and they would be able to speak back and not be fucking weird loops?
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't know what language it is. It's old as fuck. And they're old as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll walk up to like the first one with the book and just, excuse me, I have a question. See if you'd maybe be able to help me. To whoever is close by.
He looks at you and then starts speaking to you in a language you've never heard before.
Fuck.
It was a good idea, but missed the full connection. We need the missing link.
I know, we really, like, there has to be someone who learned common.
Maybe they didn't have common back then.
No, but it's common now, so maybe? It will be the waving kind of like a smile of, sorry, I don't understand, thank you. The like awkward, like, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, sorry, Kay. Fuck.
Yeah, they just go back to wandering around aimlessly like they were doing before.
If we could find one that did learn common in its time, then they might be able to help us understand it.
Does the language sound like any language that Mel would know, or is it completely foreign sounds?
The closest sounding language to it would be common.
Okay.
It was common before common.
I mean, probably.
It's like someone speaking ancient English. It's a way different language, but it's still English.
Yeah.
Motorcycle. Also, with how that cut off, all on my brain could picture it just like rolling up into your room and then just stopping.
Well, we are in a very old library. Maybe there's a very old book about old languages.
Oh, you're so smart. Yeah.
Or maybe somebody in town would know the language.
Oh, even better.
I mean, both are good options, honestly. But the book, absolutely first choice, since we're literally at the library. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if they have any books on ancient languages or now dead languages.
Make another investigation check.
I will help her to give her advantage.
Oh, yay.
Alright. Thankfully not that hard to find books on language. You would find one. You're specifically looking for, like, books detailing old languages, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you would find one that would describe. Basically, it would be a book on dying or dead language,
Okay. That's fine.
and brief descriptions of what they are. No translations, but
Yeah, it's like the name of a old form of like common tongue or like whatever people in this region spoke before the common tongue, basically.
yeah. Yeah, which their detailing of it, they don't have a like specific language name for it, but they would call it Old Common. That's exactly what it is. It's common.
It's like us saying
Or it's
Old
time.
English. It's just
Yeah.
the starting point of it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Proto-common.
Yeah.
Yep. that's what it is. It's a language that is estimated to be roughly 15,000 years old.
Jesus.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Old.
very, very old.
Oh, so my ass is trying to basically decipher fucking old Sumerian right now.
Essentially.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Some fucking proto-Indo-European right there.
No wonder nobody fucking speaks this language. It's like probably like 3 convergences ago.
These people don't know where they are anymore. They just shrugged and went, well, we're dead. Neat.
Pretty much. Very, very old.
So, like, Mel reads through the language book, and she'll just like thump her head down onto the table. And just fuck. We are chasing books written before current common was even a thought.
That is the estimated origin of the language.
15,000 years. Did they even have books back then?
Writing has been something people have been doing for centuries.
You guys can go ahead and make a perception check as
Oh,
well.
fuck. God
Communicate.
damn you. First it was tablets. There are tablets, papyrus.
Papyrus. Oh, and that one from Trig.
I can't think of what it's called right now, but the paper made out of like animal hide.
Vellum.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that one. Yep.
I want to say veal, and I'm like, that's food, not.
I mean, you can get them from the same source.
Yes, but
Why
So
not
I hear
both?
material.
So I share with this group too. You can make one as well.
Okay. Yep. Sorry.
so realistically, yes, a book could have existed, just not in a form that we know today.
Well, I was thinking like scrolls or something. They just hadn't figured out binding yet.
So Mel and Hane, you guys would notice there is a decoration in this library, specifically in this section of the library, that is a large stone tablet that has the exact same writing on it.
The tablet.
Is it like in
Return to
like a
stone.
glass display case or something, or is it just like out for anyone to touch?
It's out for anyone to touch.
Oh, vibe check.
Yeah.
What's
Feel free.
what's this guy's deal?
All right. This is a ward.
Oh.
Oh,
So whatever inscription on this, whatever it says, is meant to protect either itself or the area that it's in.
maybe it's like something to stop the text from degrading.
Yeah. Maybe. But it matches, so it's
It's old. Maybe Ren can take a better look at it. Where did they go
Yeah.
off to? Place is fucking huge.
Yeah, you guys would be on the first floor currently, and they would be up on the third.
Oh Jesus.
find the romance section. For some reason, we keep fucking being here.
I can finally leave. I'm back in the fucking building again.
We went outside. Why? We're on the 4th floor. Oh, this is a balcony.
I miss my wife, Hayden. I miss her a lot.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
love
So
that video.
we find the other peeps.
Yes, you
Right.
do.
Just a bit lost.
Before you get to them, let's go through the description of this book.
History of the Scar of the World.
Yeah. Not much information in this book as far as the events that happened are new to you, Cantor. You've heard the stories of how the Scar was formed. This book, however, seems to suggest that the individual who happens to be related to you, who caused the Scar, was tricked into doing so by Calyptos himself.
Interesting.
So they have no
Well-
proof, but it's the theory that they have. They actually, it's more conspiracy theory than anything, right? Speculation. But they actually think that Calypto took up the name Calypto from Calyptos, and that wasn't actually his real name. The book seems to suggest that he was inhabited by some fragment of Calyptos while he was very young. And this was the pinnacle of a life of manipulation.
Okay. Well, at least it's a little bit more information than we had. Even if it is partially a theory.
I mean, it fits in similar line to the other example of Calyptos' influence that I know about. Although I suppose to what end is the real question. Because the whole example with Madnelix was Calyptos trying to enter this world. So is the Scar trying to rip open the gateway? Or trying to accelerate what it wants, which is complete nothingness? And I guess that part this book wouldn't tell us. This book wouldn't be able to tell us. Still, it is a start, yeah. If this theory is true, which I can't exactly speak for or against, it would imply that Calyptos has more reach in our world than we previously thought. Which I guess isn't that surprising. But it's not good to hear.
No, it's not.
Why does it have to be this one specifically? Any of the others would have been easier to deal with. Or at least reckon lesser of a cost. I guess I've already killed one god. I guess I can try to do another one.
Well, if it comes to that, we'll figure it out.
So that's all that we have. I'll try to figure it out. And I picture at this point is when they show up, so.
Yeah, but that's
Well-
gonna be where we end tonight. So
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Tori's not here, and she'll
Like a big...
likely want to be part of this conversation. So
Probably.
Ah! Well,
Hey,
that
there-
also...
There you
it's-
guys are. Guess what we found out. Why is everything fading to black?
Why is everything fading to black as look over and Haynes' head is just tilting?
All right.
Ah,
Well,
there we go.
I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye-bye. Bye now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.